Hey guys. Oh man, I tell you, it has been a week. So I don't know what I'm going to name this video just yet. It's probably going to be something along the lines of, is the economy bad? Is Pokemon market bad? There's just been a lot of things going on. I watch a lot of other bigger YouTubers. Mostly the ones I agree with, and then some of the ones that kind of saw their point and they're kind of getting a little out there. But anywho, midweek update. It has been crazy. It has just been crazy for me. I have been working my tail off. There's a show this weekend. I'm not going. I was invited to go, and I'm just not going. I need a break. Asked the wife if she wanted to go down to our place at the beach, and because she's been busy. Kids' grandmother's got her weekend off, so she wants the kids this weekend, and we're like, great. And I'm thinking maybe the wife wants to go down and relax at the beach. And she asked me, is that what I want to do? And I told her, no, not really. And so she didn't want to go to the beach neither. We just want to sit at the house and not do nothing. Last weekend we had a 6-hour show with Tidewater. It was my best show for one day. I did very well. I sold all my big ticket cards. Unfortunately, now I don't have big ticket cards. So, you gotta spend money to make money. But it was a very good show. Levi was beside me and his friend Matt's. Matt seemed pretty cool. And I feel like, and Levi told me he did pretty good. Brandy, my oldest, she went with me. She did about as good as you can expect a kid to do, getting bored and stuff. So last video, told y'all I got to level 4 on TCG Player. And for my TCG Player advice, I watch Pastor TCG, and he's been very helpful. He's a pastor, so I guess, I don't know, he looks like a youth pastor, but maybe he's a full pastor. I don't know. But anywho, he makes videos constantly about TCG Player and what he does. I know he does like 200,000 a month on TCG Player, and I don't see how he does it. One of the things that he said was, when you become level 4, change your shipping to free shipping, and TCG Player will automatically charge them shipping unless they order $5 worth of cards from you. And I was getting like 1 or 2 sales a week on TCG Player. And night before last, right before going to bed, I switched my shipping to free, and I woke up to 3 orders. And then from then till today, so yesterday and today, I've had a total of 8 orders. I mean, it would take me 3-4 weeks to get 8 orders, and now I've had 8 orders in 2 days. I know I was using my TCG Player for bulk cards only, but it sucks spending 30 minutes pulling a 72 card order, and they get free shipping, and you gotta pay for a label, and you can't be an envelope because it weighs too much now, and so you gotta pay for something for shipping, and you work 30 minutes for $3 sometimes. I mean, one I worked 20 some minutes, and it was like $1 something. So I don't know how I feel about that. It's yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. But I did hear a YouTuber earlier this week. She was talking about how bad the economy is and everything, and how, Pokemon scalpers are like destroying the hobby. The economy so bad, people can't afford this. And which I commented on her, according to my 401k, the economy is not bad. To which she actually replied, and she was like, yeah, but many people's bank account will say otherwise. And First of all, individual's bank account does not say what the market in the economy is. Okay, the stocks, the mutual funds, bonds and gold, and I mean, just all that stuff says what the market is. I have been very in tune in the market. I do have a Roth 401k, and my employer matches it. I have 2 Roth IRAs. I keep up with my mutual funds. I check them at least quarterly, change them as needed. And for honestly, the last 3 or 4 years, we've been killing it. I think last year I finished at like 24%, just killing it. This year started out slow, so you could tell the economy was kind of going down. I think that was because Trump talking about tariffs, but I think everybody's kind of gotten used to it, and I'm up just over 14% now for the year. So again, and now we only got 2 months left. So I feel like I want to end this year pretty good too. The economy is doing great, and for people who don't know what they're saying or just saying it to get views, saying the economy is doing bad, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. And then as me being a vendor, and I went there and I was sold all of my high dollar. I sold my $600 PSA 10 Garantine, my $180 Flareon EX, my $400 Sylveon EX. I mean, I sold all my high dollar stuff. I bought some things, but nothing quite as high as that. But people are throwing money at Pokemon. I mean, the economy is doing great. People want to go back to $90 booster boxes, which was before my time. I would love to see it, honestly. And $3.50 packs of cards. When I first got into it, I bought 50 packs of Scarlet Violet base, $3.50 a pack. The next time I went to order them, they were $5 a pack. So I mean, Pokemon was never meant to be $3.50 a pack. That's below retail. So why would Pokemon want the market that? Have they made it a little too strong? Yeah, but people are doing it. I mean, and I'll say a good percentage is probably investors and vendors buying off of each other. But there's a lot of people that's out there collecting. You see it. You talk to them. The Wall Street Journal came out with that article about how well Pokemon's doing, how it's been beating the S&P 500 and all that. And that has brought in new money, big money, into the Pokemon world. I mean, outside big money. Alpha Investments is huge, but he's been there. These people probably bigger than him. The last couple shows, I've had 80-year-old men, 70-year-old men, 60-year-old men. I mean, I've had these old guys that I know don't know what a Pokemon is. Like, can you tell me about these Pokemons? I mean, they ask me, and I'm like, yeah, well, Pokemon, first of all, don't disrespect it. But they want to know about the investment side. What's going to do the best? And which I tell them, your booster boxes are going to do the best. Get you something that's not torn, doesn't have a hole in it, in the wrapping. Even a seal case, if you do that, like your booster boxes are your king dingling, as Alpha Investments will say. And then your ETBs are a very, very close second. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Pokemon Center ETBs don't become the number one investment for the first 3 to 5 years. I still feel like booster boxes would win out the 5 to 10 year range overall. I mean, yeah, you'll have your Evolving Skies, you'll have your like 151 doesn't have a booster box. Let's see. Yeah, there's some rivals right now, but honestly, it's still too new. I still think it's going to come down. Catch 'em All Collectibles says it'll come down to retail. I don't know if it'll come down to retail, but I do know it will come down from where it's at. So, Pokemon Center ETBs, I personally feel like is the better play for 3 to 5 years. But if you can hold it for 5 to 10 years, I feel like your booster boxes then will be the better play. But all these people talking about how bad the economy is and how it's been stuff for it, I feel like they were just babied. I mean, they don't know how good they had it. I don't think Pokemon was supposed to be that cheap. The economy's doing great. I know, because I checked my 401k and it's doing great. The economy goes down, guess what? The 4Ks are going to go down. I mean, same thing happened in 2008. Same thing happened at the beginning of COVID. That COVID bounce back was crazy. And I don't see why the government would want to destroy their economy, because most of them are into the stocks and the mutual funds. And let's face it, most of them do insider trading, so they want it to do good. So, yeah, so I think the economy's doing great. I feel like Pokemon's going really strong. I feel like it will cool off a little bit. I don't know when. Seen the rumors of like the next 5 sets to come out, and some about like some Emerald and Ruby stuff. So I don't know if they're going to have a game remake like they did. Was that Shining Pearl, Brilliant Diamond? Remake of Diamond and Pearl. I don't know if they're going to do a remake of Ruby and Emerald. If they do that, that's going to be big. But yeah, I don't know when it's going to die down. I don't think it's going to die down anytime soon. I don't know when I'll be able to get distribution. Even if I could get distribution right now, I wouldn't get anything. So nothing would change. I still get most of my stuff from shows. That's where you get your good stuff, but unfortunately, that's where you got to pay up for it. Being that I work a full-time job, I don't have time to go out like everybody else does. Then I come home, I got eBay orders. Now I got TCG Play orders taken off. I got a wife I need to tend to. I got 3 kids that need to tend to. My son's in soccer. Sidebar. I want y'all to know my son is a badass when it comes to soccer. Jackson, when you get older, you see this, just know I called it. You're a badass at soccer. He is only 5, which he will be turning 6 in like 3.5 weeks. But he's 5, playing 6U soccer. And to toot my own horn, he is by far the best player on his team. Don't know where he got that from. It wasn't for me. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but I met Jackson when he was 8 months. He is Amy's child from a ex-boyfriend of hers who was a piece of shit and wanted nothing to do with him, and that was great. I tried doing that's my girlfriend's son, before we got married, and that's, even in the beginning, it was kind of like your stepson. But the more I realized that his biological dad wanted nothing to do with him, the more I was like, and the more I was like, falling in love with him as a son, and how perfect he is in every little way. Like, it came real natural, and we ended up calling his biological dad after 3 years of no contact, asking him if he would sign over his rights, to which he was like, yeah, that makes sense, because I live 3 hours away, so it doesn't make sense for me to be in his life. More like, dude, I would drive across the state. I would drive across the country for one of my kids. But hey, whatever, you do you. That's fine. And we drove to him. He signed a paper, filed it. I'm on his birth certificate. He's called me dad since he could speak. So I'm the only dad he knows, and I'm the only dad he'll know, I hope. Anyway, but we do celebrate his adoption day. And it's April 1st, ironic, but he doesn't understand it yet. But when he gets older, he'll ask some questions. Anyway, that's all I was to say. He does not get his athletic abilities from this. And I've seen his bio dad twice. I was like, well, he didn't get it from him. But then she said in high school he used to run a lot of track. So maybe that's where he's getting it from. Because Jackson is fast, but we had a game last week. Half of our team caught out, so we start out with 4 players. Our 5th one ended up coming, but 6U, there's no goalies, and every 2 minutes you rotate your team out. It's 4-on-4. Well, this other team had 10 players, and we had started off with 4 and then went to 5. And we got a couple kids that don't like to play, and it shows. But so our coach tells their coach, hey, we don't have 4 players. Because like I said, at the beginning we have 4. We only have 4 players, so we might be taking extra water breaks. To which that guy said, well, we've won every game so far, so we'll just let y'all win this one. The coach, when he told me that after Jackson scored the first goal. And he was like, we're going to win. And lo and behold, we ended up winning 5-3. Jackson scored all 5 goals. I'm super proud of him. I've been actually looking at traveling soccer teams, which sound really expensive. It's going to be a lot of Pokemon cards. But he does have the natural talent. Just, toot my own horn here. Very proud of him. I hope he gets to watch this when he's older. I hope he sticks with it. He did really good in T-ball. We signed him up for football. He did okay in football. We quit football because the scheduling was just too crazy for us, and for him to be 5-year-old playing tackle football, it just didn't make a lot of sense. But I don't know. I just want to share all that. Trying to do a little longer views or longer videos. Podcast style, talking about market changes and everything. Pokey had Mega Evolutions, the enhanced booster boxes, for sale on his site today, $299.99, which is $35 below market. Almost bought a couple, but then that's a lot of money tied for $35 profit. So I didn't. But if you want it, there it is. I feel like that's got to come down, right? There's no way a brand new set that has to come down. I'm not saying it has to come down to $100, but it needs to at least come down like $175 or something, right? Brand new set. It has to. But I almost bought some today. I have money left over after I paid back. Well, after Jabs paid me and Amy back, I charged Jabs 10% interest. So it had to pay us back 10% on top of what I borrowed. And I had that, and I still got 4 figures sitting in Jab's corner waiting to spend on some. I did do an SYAB order today. Got some more plushies coming in, among my other video game stuff. But I don't know. I put it in the cart, took it out the cart, put it in the cart. I was stooling back and forth and listened to Catch 'em All Collectibles. And he said, how did he say it? Don't let a good deal ruin a great deal for you. And that was the light switch moment for me. Okay, so it would have been a good deal if I bought these 2 booster boxes. I was going to try to buy at least 2 of them, so $600. I would have made $70 profit if they came in real quick and I was able to sell them real quick at market. That's when nobody talking me down. But that's a lot of money to tie up for $70 profit. And I feel like I can get a better deal. So I don't want to tie up my money for a good deal. I wait for a great deal. So Catch 'em All Collectibles, Pokey, Alpha Investments, Nostalgianomics. Those are my 4 main YouTubers. I feel like they're pretty in sync with the market. Nostalgianomics been getting a lot of hate lately, but he definitely knows what he's talking between him and Catch 'em All Collectibles and Alpha. They definitely know, got a good feeling of the market, the Pokemon, what to buy coming up and where it's going. Pokey, he's a good business guy. He definitely helps me with the business side of it and what's going on with the distributors and stuff like that. And he's just really entertaining, honestly. He does so much talk about the market as much, or if he does, it's like the Japanese market, because he does a lot of Japanese. So, but anyway, those are the 4 YouTubers I suggest watching. But yeah, that's it. Just want to come up, tell y'all that TCG players been crazy, busy. I gotta figure out a way to get some more time. There needs to be like 27 hours in a day. Something's gonna have to give. I got a show coming up, not this weekend, but next weekend with Ty Warder. It's the same hotel we did about a month ago. It's a real small hotel, and that one was the one that I didn't do that good on. Everybody wanted to sell, so I don't really have high hopes for that one. And then after that, October 25th is one in Goldsboro. I'm hoping to do good. I'm hoping the 757 cars and collectors on. They're from Virginia, but he's originally from Goldsboro. So I hope they've been advertising. I hope he gets a good crowd. Cause Pokemon Dan did one in Goldsboro, and it did awesome. He's doing another one November 15th in Goldsboro. I feel like it's also doing. He'll have the Mew Boys there again, and he named a few other people. I don't remember. Sue me. It is what it is. But anyway, I'm tired of rambling. I feel like I talked enough. I don't know. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Check out Jab's Corner Store on eBay or TCG Player. eBay hasn't had a lot of Pokemon cards, but I want to start trying to put some more up there. But I just, honestly, you sell them so good at the shows, I don't see why I put them on eBay and letting eBay take the 15%. If I can get 90%, 100% at shows. So that's my take. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.